Hey guys, I'm back, Charisma. This is going to be part two of the video I just uploaded about Homo sapiens are the mutation, genetically modified, evolved species of all the animal kingdom, dot, dot, dot. Because I just already shared with you guys, there's more to it, there's more elements to that. I forgot to share with you guys the biggest thing to this finding that I discovered. It's not just your conscious level that has to evolve. It's it's not your consciousness. Your conscious level is not the only thing that's going to evolve. Your body, your genetics, your DNA. You're gonna open and access your DNA, not within your own, not just with you, but also DNA that's been passed down onto you from your family bloodline, your family tree, all the way back to, it could go even back to the first generation. It depends how much you have transcend any blockages that may have been passed down onto you. If you are able to transcend way back then you're the most powerful evolved being I will ever meet. But basically, once you do that, imagine you being level 3, a controller. Because when you're a controller, you're able to like not only access your own DNA that you been born with, but also access the DNA that been passed down onto you, and you're able to clear all the blockages, all the trauma, and heal all that. You can control basically your whole family line, your whole family tree. I showed you guys the picture of this, right? Of the controller. So you basically imagine like an alpha, like you're the basically you would be like the head of your family line, like your family tree. You are the family head, no matter who was the first. If you're able to clear out all your family lineage blockages and trauma and evolve from that, not just mentally, but heal it, because it's not just your consciousness that has to be it. The biggest number one main factor, it has to be your heart. Your heart must become pure. It must become pure. It must be light. You must be light. The highest level of anything or anyone could ever achieve in life is love energy. Love energy is everything. That is what Christ consciousness is. It's not just made up of mental, um, high capacity consciousness level of intelligence and having access to many gifts due to the access of your brain, like basically having 100% access to your brain, but it's your heart, the level of love energy that plays a huge part. You have to be the most pure soul to reach that high. um yeah, you have to be pure, like to even reach a highest level and still maintain, um yeah, we still retain some type of empathy. But yeah, it's very interesting. Like, because the highest level you could be is love energy, paper period. So I forgot to mention that. I'm like, I forgot to mention the biggest main factor is your heart. Your heart is you. It's love energy. The heart is source. Like, you have to have a pure soul. But I forgot to mention that. But I also wanted to mention, give you guys an example of, give you guys better examples of the non-participant variable and the control variable, because I feel like I haven't really gave you guys good examples, because I watched the playback and I'm like, I didn't really give you guys examples that much. So I'm just gonna go back and like go through this again so you guys can understand what I mean. Um, so the first one I mentioned, level 1, the non-participant variable. The non-participant variable, I'm going to give you guys an example, would be a prisoners, and the control variable would be the prisoner, correctional officer, or prison officer, or what's the name for them? I don't know. I think it's correctional officer. So you know how in the prison system there's prisoners, they would be the non-participant variable, and then the control variable would be the police, the correctional officer. They're the control variable. If we're in a school, the control variable would be the teachers, and the non-participant variable would be the students. If we're talking about government, like the president, the government, any government agency, any government title, it would be the government group, and the people would be the non-participant variable. The government group would be the control variable. Within the family dynamic would be the mother, father, or father. It doesn't matter if you're single parent or two-parent household or a guardian. It does not matter. Would be a control variable, and the child or children or the um, son, daughter, or whatever would be the non-participant variable. So that's an example of that. So another example would be the husband and wife would be the control variable, and their family obviously would be the non-participant variable. The grandparents would be the control variable. Their children would be the non-participant variable. So it is all about authority, how much influence you have, what type of superiority influence you have, title plays a part, status, the level of consciousness level also, just having some type of influence um, above an individual, above a group of people or society, community, land, region, it does not matter. So basically you guys have a gist of it, hopefully. If not, I would give you guys more examples anyway for the other parts that I'm gonna share. And also want to give you an example for the controller. If you guys ever watched the movie Lucy, which I shared a clip with you guys on my channel, but remember the scene where she was the mafia people that was trying to attack their, with guns or whatever, and she's literally just walked through the hallway and like basically not even touching them, like she was able to like move their bodies and stuff. So that's basically an example of that. Like she was a controller. She had to reach a certain access point within her brain that have allowed her to control people. She was able to control people. And not just people. Eventually, towards the end, she was able to control all other things. She became a controller, but like she became beyond a controller after that. Like not just to be able to control them. Yeah, she became a beyond controller, but I just don't know the level terminology yet and how far it can go or how deep it goes. But when you reach 100% of your consciousness level, I don't feel like you can be able to stay. I don't think your physical body will not be able to withstand that. That's just my take on that. But because I feel like you have to have a strong body to even. I really feel like it's going to disappear. And I feel like only one person could do that anyways. So no one will reach 100%. Well, the only person would be Source. But other people who have reached a certain level will not be able to reach Source. Only one person. And whoever that person is, I give you praise. I give you love. But hopefully you have a good heart. Well, yeah, the Source do have a good heart. You have to have a good heart to even reach that level. You have to be pure to reach the 13 level. Because it doesn't matter if you're unpure or not. You can always go up the ladder, but to keep going up, you have to have a pure heart. You have to have a pure heart. Your heart must be open. It must be. But yeah, so that's why I feel like certain people can't really reach a certain level, because they have ill intentions. Very ill intentions, very wicked, very abusive. So, and like very power hungry too. So there's that. But hope you guys like my video, and hope you guys gain clarity from it. This is my discovery, my finding. You heard it first from me, Charisma. So ain't nobody better touch my stuff because I said it first. But seriously though, it goes deep. I haven't even dived deep into this, but the next part 3, is gonna really shock your minds, you guys. I can't wait to share with you guys what I discovered. This is just the first 2 parts of it. The first part was basically I'm giving you reference clues of like I'm basically stating what I found was Homosapians are genetically modified, are mutations, are evolved species of all the animal kingdom that is known to us and not known. And there's other elements to this, and there's level to this shit. So this is part 2. There's level to this shit, and the Jacob's ladder, reaching different levels, and that we are lab rats and all that stuff. The third one's going to be breaking down the whole scenario, the whole truth, the whole finding, the whole experiment of it all. So hopefully you guys gain clarity with that. But thank you so much for watching, and sorry I didn't mention all this in the last part, but I had to do part two of this finding because I felt like I didn't give you guys example, and I actually forgot the biggest #1 factor is your heart, love energy. It has to be love energy. But thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.